Namaste. Hello, everyone. Okay, somebody are moving. I think you can listen and you can move on. No problem. First of all, it's really exciting to be, okay, it's upon. It's exciting to be part of Cypher 2025, where ideas meet the reality. Means you can really see the products you have seen from past 3 days humongously. Then it's really, you get to see the blueprint of next innovation, what's happening. The people have been really sharing their ideas, products, showcasing, and even getting good cues, good questions also, right? But first of all, AIM team, I really want to congratulate you to creating such a massive platform. And it can't be better because you have created like that, see the converge of people, right? From students, from learners, from the people who are really curious, from the people who have built, who are going to build from AI, and who want to just explore and see, okay, touch and feel, what is AI, right? And look at, and you have investors, all of them. It can't be much better. Please congratulate the entire team, and I know some of them were there. Thank you so much, team, for putting this up. And it's really important, and in a true way, make AI in India for global. And you have created that platform. So wonderfully, thank you so much for that. Now, coming to today's topic, I thought of just connecting real quick dots and how AI has helped in the GCC world, because the most happening thing along with AI is the GCC evolution and the maturity and what is going to be future of GCC in India. So both are connected to India, right? So that's more key. Now, why I picked up this topic? Definitely because I'm Sreedevi Hegde. I head the India GCC Vervent, which was just set up a year ago. Very unconventionally. The reason why I say that is we built it without anybody's, GCC providers or anybody's help, single-handedly, just getting into production in 90 days with infrastructure, our own process, our own team, everything in place, including getting into SEZ zone. What Vervent does globally is they are fintech, and we serve the biggest banks in the world with loan services, lease services, backup services. We basically are risk takers. So think of the huge amount of volumes or churns which is happening by my team here, truly, okay? Now, coming to the topic today, awesome. Why I wanted to talk about GCC maturity is to see and not to coin what is the new topic or a new word for GCC. How many of them are not from GCC here, so that I can really get onto that? Okay, good. Okay, some of them are. So major of them are good. Okay, good. That I love it then. Awesome. Because I had a question for them, truly. Now, coming to our organization, as I said, it has leaped the maturity curve and reached this position, and how I'll tell you in a bit. Okay. Anybody know, or anybody can raise their hands who can tell me which was the first GCC set up in India? There you go. Wrong answer. Anybody else? Awesome. Thank you, sir. So that was way back in 1985. So look at the journey, what we have from past 30 years or 25 years plus, right? So how it has come, the journey. First, let's see what was typically and what we have gone through and how we are value adding to the global organizations. And then we'll look at what is the journey we will reach, or maybe together we can explore what could be the GCC's future. So first, obviously, when they came into India, why did they came into India? For cost benefit. Because some of the students, who reached out to me today and they said, ma'am, we don't know what is GCC. I said, please attend the session, you will come to know, because maybe you would want to pick up a job in GCC as soon as you, come out of the college, right? So coming back to the topic, cost centers, right? They were called usually, or we were valued, right? The organizations as cost centers. Why? Because we could give that scale, the consolidation of various manual tasks, then say scale as speed, because we had that much volume, that much of talent, and now also we have. That's what clearly shows that India, why we are a GCC capital. Then what happened? The organizations which came in here started finding that, maybe a threshold that, okay, cost can't be cut anymore. So what it transpired to be was definitely they started delivering or excelling in the delivery excellence, whatever in the department or whatever they were delivering. Then they became multifunctional hub. So Vervent also has already more than 15 plus functions except sales, because whatever the reason is, because I need to, maybe if I have to set up the sales, then I need to get into another entity, right? So keeping that topic apart, completely multifunctional. Then we started looking at the portfolios, how we could really do for the HQ, right? What portfolios you can get, and we even got the ownerships. So this has transpired from past 20 years where we stand now, and how we are equivalent or partners or even growing more than the HQ globally, any organizations for that matter, right? Now, what's next, right? We are still seeing, and you might have heard, right, on the books or in the internet and everywhere, we still see every week 2 to 3 GCCs being set up. And there is a reason for that, right? And let's see why that reason is and how we are transpiring to be and what we are going to be reaching to, right? Tada, there's a question mark. Anybody want to guess by the end of the session or by the time I finish of why and how we are reaching? I would be happy and I can have a coffee with them. Okay, Anuj? Awesome. Now, let's see what is that path we are taking, as I said, with real-time examples. And that's now I'm converging with the point of AI, right? Okay. Being a typical financial industry, our organization definitely need to help our clients who are really averse to fraud. So fraud is very, I think, a day-to-day thing. Every day morning you get up and see, you listen to one of the news that, okay, this was hacked, this was, there's a fraudster, or this is a spam call. You might be getting on your mobiles, right, the fraud calls easily. So what is the demand of our client is they need 24-bar vigilance. They need to first detect as well as block those fraudsters when it comes to, so merchant visualization or merchant 24/7 surveillance we need to do. Earlier, US team in our organization used to do this manually, and they had lapse of maybe like say 24 hours or even more when they were doing the fraud detection. What happened after India team was set up? Our smartest folks, right? Maybe they could be just 1 year, 2 years of experience, and they came out. They have used AI tools. They have used analytics. They have used real data dashboards, which really pulls out the data and automatically detects and really shows which account where that could happen, and prepare a report when it's even still live, and they're doing real time with the clients. And by the time US wakes up, the report is ready. And we are able to block the fraudster's account or block those accounts. So that's how it is like 24/7 for us, our organization. And that's really creating the interest, and the clients are really saving lots of money. So that's what is India for AI, and my team is working on it. Now, how we are building products, right, for global customers. US as an organization, sorry, as a country lives on debt completely, right? So there is a lot of area when it comes to subprime customers, right? And we dwell in that area or in that market. There's a lot of customers who are averse and always in the verge of being delinquent or bad debts. Okay? And what our team here just started 6 months before. In one of the discussion, when my VP of Ops was here, we just discussed, can't we build a platform where you can really offer these, debt holders or these loan or lease, holders, various offers, like you get offers from, many other products, like that offers, so that they are lured and they pay back. So we created a platform, instant options are being given them, obviously keeping the margin depending on the customer and the client, and they offer with a lot of, one interesting was one of the kiddo, I keep saying kiddo because they are really new, energetic when they come into an organization and they give these ideas. We should give points, we should give points also when they give back the, pay back the rent, I said, sorry, loan. I said, points, first of all, you're collecting the point and you need to give the points also. I said, why not? And that worked out because that customer will reoccur, right? So we have another, and he'll come back again, right? So they created that, and this has gone live now within our own organization for few of the customers, and it's on mobile. It's not that, the collection folks are calling, they're looking at the history of the customers, and they are not suggesting in person or looking at it, and the systems are not helping. It's interactive. This system is done on the mobile, and they're happily using it, and it has really improved the delinquency rate, or rather help the organization to collect, and the collections team is super happy because the inflow of the calls, what they're getting is less when compared to, what, for obviously few customers. So this is the product what was created by India. And guess, which is just after 6 months, our India GCC was set up. So that's the kind of it. So now are you, getting the connectivity of how AI is powering GCC and how GCC is powering AI, right? Really, we are able to get that hold or get the seat at the table because we are impacting business. We are creating profit for the organization. It means the global organization, our organization. We wouldn't want to call it as global. Now, how that is happening is, proactively, we are able to converge with the people and time and take the emerging technology COEs, right? We are creating AI COEs, we are creating ML COEs, we're creating many of them because this will help all the products, all the functions across, and just not only what I just talked about, fraud or repossession or payments or anything, okay? And now coming to the slide which I was talking about, anybody has guessed the name? I'm happy, or else, we can go there. What it is transforming, right, to be is, definitely we are transforming the way the GCC is riding or even taking the things in their hand, owning it. We are really transforming the business. Then we have got P&L responsibilities, many leaders here, right? And globally also we have a lot of roles. In my organization mostly I have 5 global roles who have reported across the 6 different locations. Then we have emerging tech domains or domains which, when I talk about, right, it could be our loans, lease, repossession. So along with tech domains, we have even the business domains which we have created because that's helping. And why it is helping? Because it's all under one roof. That's what is helping us. Then now, what we need to be mindful is definitely the operating model because the ecosystem in India helps that. What the ecosystem is about how the startups are helping. I saw lots of products today, right, which I could definitely go because compared to India market, US market, India market is way above and beyond when it comes to financial industry, right? We are way beyond leap ahead. So operating model should be, what I'm coining is next is, it definitely needs to be a combination of our service providers, our, obviously the GCC unit, our startups, and any other niche skilled teams who would want to work on as incubations, right, within our organization. That will drive the business. Plus, India itself is a market. India itself is a market for a lot of products. And think of it, right, if we are able to scale and create or even test the products here, you will not get that variety to test anywhere else in the global. That itself is. So India is also a market for us. So that's where I'm coining. And if anybody has guessed, not guessed, what could be the next name or what could be the GCC's future, I'll just, yeah. I can't hear you. Okay.
Value creators.
Sorry?
Value creators.
Bank?
Value.
Okay.
Creating value.
Okay, anybody else? Good guess. There is nothing which is guess. I'm not, as I said, we are not coining anything new. I'm just saying because we all are creating together, yeah? Global drivers, okay. So it's truly beyond innovation, truly driven, trying to do, profits from here. It's very straightforward. What I think, and which you all will, start agreeing on maybe after, 1 year or something, we will come to know, is business hubs. We can do business from here. We can create market from here. We can create products from here. That is what I'm trying to get to because that is anything and everything we need from the resources, from the global leaders, from the ecosystem we have in India. So it's India truly globally for the global, right? Now, I know we have just 5 minutes. I can take more questions because I wanted to be more interactive. These are the products we have done. Now, I want to understand from any of you where is the maturity it is standing currently? How many global roles your organization has picked up? What is it you can influence? And the innovators, right? Are you really embracing the AI here? And have you really taken that risk? Because unless you don't take risks, you will not see the greater things in success going forward. I'm a risk taker always for that. And being in a financial industry, I'm saying this, but I truly say that. So that's where I leave you with a note that this is going to be transformational, and thanks to such forums and as well as for India, right? And that's our case study, what we is published by even Karnataka government, KDM, and Zinov and NASCOM team, how we have lived and how we have gone above the maturity curve and what we have in our control and how much we have contributed to the global. Even though we are in the mid-market and we have done this case study has come up, and this was like a gift for our organization within 1 year of our formation of the organization. And now I think I can cite more examples. If you want, we can discuss more things. But truly, it is taking a pause. This is truly beyond typical GCCs that's building for the global AI stage. And thank you. Any questions? How we can do it? Yes, please.
One. Check.
Thank you for such a great speech, first of all. From an overall standpoint, right, we want to be a global GCC. Now, the market dynamics for each and every domain might be different in different parts of the world, right? How us as GCCs should embrace it, because, for example, I work in a pharma company. The dynamics in the US is way different from probably India or the Eastern world. So how should we go about thinking through that lens, and how should we scale up from that lens?
Awesome. Very beautiful question. Oh, I have my friend who heads the Alcon GCC, okay? And it's again into pharma and eye products, what they create. He has GCCs in 4 different locations. So it's not about competing with other GCCs. It's not about saying okay, it only can be done in India. It's about what is the India power we can drive for. They have R&D center, and when you're saying how we can cater to the global market, right? It's about the global thinking. That's why I said global roles. You really need to think globally. And we have a lot of simulation studies in that organization which he's doing, that he even goes and checks. Even in our own organization, we have certain kind of sessions we do where how credit card is used and how the customers' sentiments are there when it comes to credit cards usage. The same way you should also think. So that's why I say you need to think global when we have to invent things and connect. And we also have another center in Philippines, but that's completely contact center. So what is the best of the worlds? You need to take that, but you should drive from India.
Thank you for that. Do we have more questions in the room? Lady here. So we'll come to you right after.
Hi, I work for a finance-based GCC. My question is, with the changing geopolitical situation now and very stringent data protection rules coming in from different regions, do you see it as a major challenge for GCCs in India?
Not really. I see this as opportunity, because when I started also, okay, a little history about me. I have 14 years in BFSI industry only. So I've seen day in, day out of this risk, this Cybersecurity Act or anything we want to, that they will say, okay, oh, you need to go through this council, which puts up blocks. But I don't really see currently any, because it will generate more. You would have heard, right, that responsible AI use or and all those things, that really is the key. And when we were doing also, which I cited 2 examples, right, that really first thing is we take care of the customer data first, even before churning it out, and how we learn it, right, and where the atmosphere we work out of it. So if we do it, including both what you just talked about, being responsible and see where the averseness and take care of it, it will work. And it is more opportunity rather than not, I see, for GCC in India. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your speech. Just a question on the maturity part. See, how do you see this new GCCs that is coming to India? What do they expect in terms of maturity of GCC? For example, now in today's world, everybody wants AI, right? The AI transformation is happening so fast. If a new GCC that is going to come to India, the headquarters, how do they see India? I mean, what's the the curve that they'll expect? Because you said some of the GCCs are here for 20 years, and they are through the journey. But the expectation of a new GCC in India would be a different cycle, right? Do you have some insights around it? That's my first question. Second, on talent part, right? How as a GCC, a value proposition can be made to a new joinee to the company, right? Because the talent war is there, especially on AI and all this new emerging tech. but how a GCC can position itself in terms of attracting talents.
Okay, it's about the talent and about the HQ, why they are coming here, and what is it. See, primarily, even if we say, oh, no, we have not come here for a cost advantage, and it is true. It is still the baseline is that only, okay? But I'm seeing, like our own organization, right? They came here definitely because globally, no other locations, we have all these functions under one roof. Very simple. And that was my idea when I was interviewed, the first time when I was interviewed. So now coming to the reasons, whatever it could be, it's about the leaders and the team here, what else you can offer, what else you can make the difference to the global. Many of them, yesterday also and day before yesterday also, I met few new GCCs which is going to come, and they came, oh, do you think we should go to Bangalore, or we should be in Bangalore, we should go to Chennai? Which could be the cost differentials? I said, what's your main agenda coming here? Is it only cost, or you really think that you are you want a platform integrators, you want maybe from the vendors in sourcing, or you want to partner with the vendor? What is it your main reason? Because cost is underlying. So what is it that you want to do, right? And that needs to be addressed. And there's many reasons which they come for, right, for India, and just not only for the cost per se. And again, as you said, maturity. With learning partners, right? As I said, the 20 years maturity we have already passed through now in 1 year in our organization. So we don't need to wait for that because of the scale. Now coming to the talent, how do you attract? That in my own organization, it was a wonderful job what we did is connect to the resources directly, and it is always two-way dialogue. Our interviews are modeled differently in our organization, and I have kind of process or with my RPO partners. Why you're coming? If you're coming only for the sake of, okay, maybe I'll little get more margin money, it should not be the only reason, right? It should be really, will you be able to understand what is the customer journey, what is the customer pain point, can you translate, can you help us out with this? That's what I asked them, even really. So branding, again, takes a real good chunk of your time, or it's really critical when you're setting up the new GCC. And I can help you out with what all magics we did in our organization. Hope that helps.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sreedevi. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, we'll cut our question and answers here. If you do have more questions, please reach out to her. She'll be here at the venue with us for a bit. Can we please give her a huge round of applause?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.